Alright, we rolling. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, representing Team King of Games, and today I'm going over an update of my Gym Night deck. There's so much spice in it, it's hard to even call it a Gym Night deck without, like, questioning, is this actually a Gym Night deck? It's like, when you play Lightsworns, you play, like, 5 Lightsworn monsters, you're like, oh, this is a Lightsworn deck. Like, bro, it's just like Rock, Stun, Link Spam. That's really what I call it. It's like Gym, Rock, Stun, Link Spam. I can't wait for us to get our new Link monster. It's just gonna take this deck just through the ceiling, man. It's crazy. Let's show you the main deck. It's really, really spicy, and I think you guys are gonna like it because there's a lot of creativity involved with this deck particularly. Like, you know, all my decks are really spicy, but this one's just too much sauce. So, monsters, 2 Block Dragon. This guy looks like a toy, but he's so savage. Like, oh my goodness. This is like Link summoning with your master plan. So he just like searches 3 rocks, you know. Their levels have to add up to 8. There's so many different ways to do that. You play level 1s, 3s, and 4s. Just 1, 3, 4 adds up to 8. Rock monsters pretty much just can't be destroyed while he's on the field. And his summoning effect is not once per turn. So you just summon him, Link, Link, Link. Oh, he's just so crazy. The combos just never end because of him. And then we play 3 copies of Gym Armadillo, pretty much the theme Stratos. Normal him at any Gym Night. I normally go for Obsidian if I already have Amber, because Obsidian is like the best combo piece for your Link combos, for your Link summoning. Like, there have been times when I couldn't make the board without Obsidian, so one could even view it and look at like, oh, Obsidian was the extender for that combo. Like, he's the reason why you're able to get there when you're like able to open up with the stones like Gym Armadillo, and then you summon Seraphonite, summon the second Armadillo, search out the 3rd Obsidian. That just, it's so saucy. Then we play 3 Obsidian. Obsidian's better than Lazuli in this field because field monsters on field matters and Earth Engrave. So he serves multiple purposes. He puts an Earth Engrave and dumps a monster on the field as well. So Block Dragon food and Link fodder, and it's just crazy how like you climb up the ladder. It's really, really good. So 3 Obsidian, hands down. Not so good in this build, but I'm still rocking it at 3. 3 Lazuli. Pretty much fusing with Obsidian and Lazuli is how you get your fusions virtually free. So these monsters are just absolutely mandatory at 3. The next monsters are pretty much just spicy techs that help you to get there, but they're not 100% necessary. So we have 3 copies of Lone Fire Blossom. Lone Fire Blossom is obviously going to search out a card that you can call out without even, you know, thinking too hard about it. It's going to be the Predaplant engine. So the 3 Lone Fires are pretty much just going to search out the Ophiris Scorpions, not search out, special summon it. So this is pretty much to have more ways to get into it. I wanted to open up with the combo as much as possible, so I decided to add in cards in my deck that aren't actually Gym Night affiliated, but contribute to the combo and the playstyle of the deck. And then you have the 1 brick. If you draw this, it's really sad because you have like 6 cards in your deck that you cannot use. So having this helps you because this combo searches Gym Night Fusion or Brilliant Fusion. So if you already open with Brilliant Fusion or Gym Night Fusion, you search out the other one and you have the combo. The 3-card combo I showed you guys in that video a while back is Gym Night Fusion, Brilliant Fusion, and just an Earth monster. And obviously this makes Invoker and summons out an Earth monster, so it's just a crazy combo. So like if you open up with Lone Fire and Gym Night Fusion, of course you're always going to have a monster in hand. You've got the combo, you've got triple Firewall, you know, or double Firewall Baguska and the Trigate with the proxy for the final co-link. It's just crazy what you can do with this deck. People wouldn't even believe the boards that this deck actually makes are like possible. And then for the actual Gym Nights, I only played 3. So aside from Obsidian and Lazuli, this is what you have to fuse with. You have to play normal monsters pretty much. I like Amber because Amber can add from your Banish Zone back to your hand, which helps you out a lot because you banish so much. She's also a Thunder attribute. And then we have Lapis because Lapis is a rock. And you want to dump her off of the Brilliant Fusion, dump her and Block Dragon. Or, for example, if you need to get Amber back from grave and Amber's already in grave, you can dump Baby Lazuli and Block Dragon, use Baby Lazuli to add this back and just go off with your combo that way. So, just 3. Funny thing, right? Like, we're playing actually like 9 actual Gym Night monsters in the deck, but we call it a Gym Night deck. That's because we summon Gym Night Fusions just to Link summon with them. And that's pretty much one of the main goals of the deck. Then for the Rock Stun portion of the deck, we have 2 copies of Kowakimaru Guardian, 1 copy of Kowakimaru Wall, and also 1 copy of Kowakimaru Overload. And then to sum things up, we're playing 1 Buried Statue of Drought because there's hardly any decks that actually summon Earths. Even, I think, like Spirals, their double helix is Earth, but they have to special summon non-Earths after that. And then I think also, like, they have to somehow special summon a non-Earth to make the double helix. And, you know, if they have the stones, they have the stone. But pretty much they're going to have to summon Master Plan, and they can't do that. So it still puts them to a complete halt. Like, I just can't. I'm trying to think of a deck that doesn't get slowed down by Barrier Statue other than True Dracos, which, you know, they don't special summon. But this just shuts everything down. Like, when you open up a Ties of the Brethren on one of these monsters or your Gym Armadillo, you just special summon like Guardian, Wall, or you special summon Barrier Statue and Overload, or you could just go Guardian, Wall, and Overload. If you know you're playing a deck that you know doesn't really special summon or won't be hindered by it, then you're like negate monster effect, negate summon, and negate spell. Just off of that 2-card combo, you can virtually steal game from your opponent. Like, people have scooped on me off of that. Like, I negated their good stuff, man. And then we have 1 copy of Heroic Challenger Assault Halberd. I chose to play this one over the Thousand Blades because I was like, my target's going to get banished. So the effect that comes back from grave doesn't matter to me. I was like, but this card is good if you draw a gun second because you could just special summon it. And you could just normal summon, make a free Baguska, right? Then we played 2 copies of Necroface because my deck banishes so much that I'll literally have no extra deck, and all my extra deck is in the banished zone. So Necroface will just be like, let's hard reset, start everything over fresh, and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Necroface is just amazing. That's going to sum up for the monsters. We play a lot of monsters, and we play it for a reason. This is a really, really combo-eccentric deck, and there's really no bad hands, surprisingly. Like, I think the worst hand I drew was like this and this, but I still drew this with Obsidian and I think like Amber, and I was still able to normal summon this and just pass and have some kind of control. So like, there's really no bad hands, there's just hands that are mediocre, I guess. But there's never a hand where you can't literally do anything. This deck always has something up its sleeve in its repertoire. And then we have 3 Gemini Fusion, 3 Brilliant Fusion, 3 copies of Ties of the Brethren, and then 2 copies of Kawakimaru, the Diamond Core of Kawakimaru. Every spell is good. I didn't want to play any situational spells. I'm happy if I see any of these. This is great in tandem with Ties. If you didn't open up with the rock target, you search your rock target off of this, and it also banishes itself to protect your Kawakimaru from being destroyed, period. They can't be destroyed by anything the entire turn. It's amazing. So Ties is like lockdown. Like, if you don't open up with your stones with the fusion play, you can just go control. So you have the choice to be aggro or like really, really control heavy. It's nice. 40 card deck, exactly 40 cards, no more, no less. Then the extra deck is, I'm always like having problems with space because there's always a situation that comes up where I'm like, dang, I should play a second of this, but it's so freaking tight. So we have 3 Firewalls. Firewall is just too easy to make in this deck, and he actually is really good for the combos because of his effect that special summons from the hand. You play so many monsters. Then we have Trigate, Guy Saber for the Link 3s. Then for the Link 2s, we have Proxy, Binary, and Mistress Radiant. I want to play more links. This is the problem with the deck because you have to play these. You have to play Zirconia. You have to play at least 1 Prismara. You have to play Seraphonite. Believe it or not, you really do. She comes up a lot. And how do you make Seraphonite? Because you play no lights. You make Lady Brilliant Diamond, sack her off, summon Seraphonite, and then conduct your double summon for either Gym Armadillo, or you can even go so far as normal summoning like Kawakimaru Overload or the Barrier Statue just to make your board more finesse. Like, if you have the Firewalls and you have the stones and you're like, second normal summon for this turn, normal summon Barrier Statue, now you have Firewalls, everything's connected, your board is unbreakable at that point. It's really good. So you have to play these cards. And then I'm lending my Baguska to other decks, but I have MX Saber Invoker. Baguska should be next to it. I just need to pretty much snatch it out one of my decks, take a card out the extra deck, and throw Baguska in here, but he should be in here. That pretty much sums up the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. I know it looks really strange on pen and paper, but if you see the deck in action, which you will get a chance to see it, you'll understand exactly how the deck works, and it's really, really cool. It's amazing. It's like a tier 3 deck making tier 1 close to tier 0 boards. No lie, like just boards that even a Spiral player would scoop against. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. I really hope that you guys found this to be informational and or just entertaining. And let me know, give me some constructive criticism if you got it for me. I'm not really a sensitive guy. Just let me know what you think. And I'll definitely, you know, return the favor by either commenting or replying on what you have to say. Thank you guys. And on that note, I'm just going to eat some dinner and go to sleep. Peace.